Imagine holding onto a creative genius who consistently delivers blockbuster TV hits, only to watch them walk away because of internal changes. It's a Hollywood heartbreak that could have been avoided. But here's where it gets controversial. Did Paramount's merger mishap push Taylor Sheridan out the door? Or was it his unyielding personality that sealed the deal? Stick around as we dive into the details of why the Yellowstone mastermind ditched Paramount for NBCUniversal, uncovering the drama, decisions, and dollars involved. And this is the part most people miss: how a simple shift in leadership can unravel even the most successful partnerships in entertainment. If you've been tuning into television lately, you know that Taylor Sheridan is the brains behind some of the most gripping shows on air, like the sprawling saga of Yellowstone, a modern Western epic about a powerful ranching family clashing with developers and Native American reservations. It's not just popular, it's a cultural phenomenon that's kept viewers hooked with its intense storytelling and stunning landscapes. For Paramount, having Sheridan on board was like striking gold. He wasn't just creating hits, but also spinning off successful sequels from this flagship series. You'd think they'd go to great lengths to keep such a talent. Yet, in the aftermath of the Skydance acquisition, where Skydance's David Ellison took the helm as chairman and CEO of the merged entity, things unraveled quickly. The new team pledged to refresh Paramount's top brands, but according to reports from Deadline, Sheridan felt sidelined and undervalued by the fresh faces, leading him to shop around for a new home that appreciated his vision. Sheridan has been Paramount's creative cornerstone for years, building an empire that includes not only Yellowstone, but a lineup of consistently beloved shows that draw massive audiences week after week. With Ellison and Skydance now steering the ship, however, it seems the dynamic shifted in a way that alienated him. Multiple factors contributed to his exit, from heavy-handed feedback on his scripts to the looming threat of axing his projects. And this is where the real intrigue begins. Could Paramount have navigated these challenges better, or was Sheridan's departure inevitable, given the personalities at play? Now, Sheridan's journey leads him to NBCUniversal and its Peacock streaming service, where Yellowstone originally found its home and thrived. It's a perfect fit for this multifaceted talent, think writer, producer, and visionary, who's poised to expand his television realm even further. So, what precisely nudged Paramount to lose one of their most innovative minds, if not the most? At its core, Taylor Sheridan resented the flood of editorial notes and the risks to his show's survival. Beyond churning out massive TV successes for Paramount, Sheridan was gearing up for exciting ventures, such as directing a film adaptation of the popular video game Call of Duty, which has thrilled gamers worldwide with its intense action and strategy. He was also developing multiple Yellowstone spin-offs, each promising to capture the same raw energy and fan loyalty as the original. It appeared he was locked in at Paramount for the long haul, but as revealed by Deadline, a series of frustrations prompted him to explore other options. The first red flag waved after he submitted his script for the upcoming movie, Capture the Flag. Picture this: a filmmaker pouring his heart into a project, only to get it returned, covered in suggestions from the new Skydance chief creative officer and Paramount Pictures co-chair, Dana Goldberg. Sheridan was reportedly shocked and irritated by the extensive revisions, feeling his artistic integrity was being questioned. Then, his Nicole Kidman-led series Lioness, a thriller about undercover CIA operatives, faced cancellation threats. This show had already challenged Sheridan to step outside his usual style, exploring themes of espionage and personal sacrifice in a way that broadened his storytelling palette. But now, the new leadership deemed its budget too hefty, putting it on the chopping block. To add insult to injury, Paramount Plus greenlit a separate Kidman project without looping Sheridan in, deepening his distrust of the new bosses. That alone might have been enough for the TV mogul to seek greener pastures, but the saga continued. As a prolific writer, Sheridan was preparing to launch The Correspondent, a drama following a war journalist in Afghanistan's dangerous landscapes, a timely tale of courage, conflict, and the human cost of reporting from the front lines. Initially set for a 2026 debut, it was abruptly pulled from the schedule, further fueling Sheridan's discontent and distance from the studio. What drew Sheridan away was a potent mix of financial incentives and greater artistic liberty. It's well known that Sheridan has had behind-the-scenes tensions, famously clashing with Yellowstone star Kevin Costner before the actor's exit from the series in its 5th season. That fallout was more than a simple spat. It highlighted broader creative disagreements, but Sheridan's reputed stubbornness, often dubbed a my way or the highway attitude, cowboy hat and all, played a role. Interestingly, he thrived under the previous Paramount regime, which gave him the space to innovate without micromanagement. The incoming team, led by Goldberg and Cindy Holland, new head of direct-to-consumer and a former Netflix executive, seemed eager to overhaul the streaming side, potentially imposing more control that clashed with Sheridan's independent style. Yet the allure of NBCUniversal's offer was undeniable. Donna Langley, chair of NBCUniversal Entertainment, wooed Sheridan with persistence, making personal visits that built rapport and ultimately overshadowed a last-ditch meeting with Paramount executives. Sheridan inked a multi-year deal for films and TV starting in 2029, with whispers of a staggering $1 billion value. Even without the leadership woes, such a lucrative and liberating proposal would have been hard to turn down. It's the kind of freedom that lets creators like him push boundaries without constant oversight. But here's the controversial twist. Was Sheridan's inflexibility to blame for these rifts? Or did Paramount's merger create an environment too stifling for true innovation? Some might argue that Hollywood thrives on collaboration, and Sheridan's resistance to feedback held him back. Others could say that top talents deserve autonomy to produce their best work, like how auteurs in film history have shaped industries. What do you think? Should studios give creators more leeway, or is some executive input essential for success? Share your thoughts in the comments. Do you side with Sheridan's demand for creative freedom, or do you see value in Paramount's new direction? Let's discuss.